Hey guys, Andy here. It feels like I've not done a head-to-head for ages, so I'm kind of excited to be doing one again. What's on the left is my trusty Pixel XL, which is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 chipset with the quad-core CPU, 2.15 GHz and 2.16 GHz, the Adreno 530 GPU and 4 GB of RAM. On the right-hand side is my Huawei Honor 9. The chipset is the high-silicon Kirin 960 with an octa-core processor, 2.4 GHz and 1.8 GHz. The GPU is a Mali G71 MP8, and it also has 4 GB of RAM. So, well, I suppose the only thing we can directly compare is the RAM, because I couldn't tell you about the Huawei's internals, if I'm very honest. But they look, numbers-wise, to be a similar matchup. So hopefully it will be an interesting test. And we're going to move straight on to, first of all, the fingerprint sensor test. The Pixel XL on the back, so I'm going to try and show you as best I can. And yes, there was that big a difference. The Honor 9's fingerprint sensor, I think, is amazing. It's just so quick. It's really reliable as well. I'm not sure at any point it's failed me, much like the Honor 80 if I remember correctly. I don't think it failed me at any point, even when I'm at the gym with sweaty hands. And it's just blazing quick. Sometimes I pull it out of my pocket and I've grabbed hold of where the button is, like just slightly, and I've unlocked the screen. And that's not to say that anything unlocks it. It works properly. If you try, you put the wrong finger on it, it's not going to open. But it is just such a reliable fingerprint sensor. It's amazing. Anyway, so the Honor 9, an easy victor there. I've moved on, as you can see, to the good old Angry Birds 2 opening test. Just kind of a sort of a real-world demo, I suppose, of what they can do. And the Pixel XL has won the first one reasonably easily. So I'm going to... I'm closing all apps in the background. We're going to open it just a second time, just to see if the first one is a one-off, and the second one, it looks like the Honor 9 is leading the way. It's not quite in there yet, but it looks to have it in the bag, and you can see the difference in the whites there. Actually, we're going to come onto the screen in a little while. So yeah, the Honor 9 takes the second one, so it's 1-1 at this point. So I figure, well, I should really go a third time just to well, the decider basically, trying to press them both at the same time. So it looks, so you thought there for a second the Pixel X had the advantage initially, but then the Honor 9 seems to have come blasting straight back through, and it looks like it's gonna wrap up the Angry Birds 2 opening. There it goes. There's not a huge amount between it, and some people say, well, what does it matter? But it's just, it's just a real world example of where the power can be seen. And yeah, you really bothered you waiting 2 seconds more for Angry Birds to open, but I'm just giving you the information. What you do with the information, entirely up to you. Then I'm going to move on to what certainly isn't real world testing, but still quite handy, and it's the Geekbench 3.4.1 test. And we can see there the pixels come in first, 5.2, and the Honor 9 smashing it once again, 7.3. That's one of the highest scores I've ever had. No matter I didn't have an S8, I think an S7 though, I think it beats that. That's a really impressive score, I would say, 7.3. I've stuck with Geekbench 3.4.1, even though I know version 4 is out, just because it tests slightly differently, gives you different scores, so I wanted to remain with what I've been using all along. So Honor 9, I think 3-0 up. We're going to head outside now to test the GPS. So I'm going to start off by resetting the GPS state, and then I'm trying to get out as quick as possible. For some reason, it just wouldn't come out quickly, and you can see I was hammering around the back key, so it basically got a lock. I mean, pretty instantly. They're both, I don't even know how you can say one before the other, to be honest. I think you probably just call that a tie and move on, because they're both just insanely quick. We're moving on here to the screen brightness test. You can see there I've moved the Honor 9 up to full brightness. I'm going to do that as well, if I can remember where the blooming settings button is on my Pixel XL. That's turning off adaptive brightness and going entirely over to just manual control, so to speak. And then I've got basically a blank white image, and I've got my light meter. Off we go. So you can see there the amount of, well, it says lux, but I think it's the same as lumens basically. The pixel pushing up over 700, 756 we see there at one point. The Honor 9, I mean, I think you can see already it's just not as bright. 568, perhaps the highest that we've seen on that side. And again, 752, not particularly close. I mean, I've not had any problems with the Honor 9 screen, but yeah, there's no argument, I don't think, that the Pixel is a brighter screen. So the Pixel's got one back. It's now 3-1 in favour of the Honor. And we're going to move on to the speaker test. Now, this is a little bit of a different way to do it. So you can see the sound meter, you can see the device in the background. You almost have to believe me that I've got the volume turned up full on both of them. And then I'm just going to shut up for a little while so you can listen yourself to the differences. So I think the Honor 9 sounded really good at that point. Switch over to a different track.
First time this has happened to me.
So I don't know how well that comes through from the camera microphone, but I think I have to go up to the Honor 9. Not only is it slightly louder, but actually the overall quality of the sound is a little bit better. It's slightly more rounded. I wouldn't say it's got bass, but generally it actually sounds really good. Well, for a phone. I'm moving on, as you can see, to the Chrome browser test. The Honor 9 didn't take long to clear its cache, but the Pixel XA, being my daily driver for the last year, and possibly the first time I've ever cleared the cache, that took a little bit longer. We're going to head to the, if I can type it, BBC website for the first test. I'm going to try and tap them at the same time. And it looked initially like the Pixel XL was kind of coming through quicker, but then I think the Honor 9 got it all loaded faster. Interesting that the cookie warning displayed for the Honor 9 and not on the Pixel XL. And then we're going to head over to the NFL website. I've picked the first couple of websites just because they're nice and quick and easy to type, basically. And once again, I think you have to lean towards the Honor 9. Interesting how there's a lot more bigger ads and all kind of different things popping up on the Honor 9 compared to the Pixel. I'm not quite sure. I'd love to know if anyone knows what's gone on there. Maybe it's just the type of ad that's on the Honor going down the side as well. Just pure luck. I don't know. Whatever. Let me know if anyone knows. And then the last website. I think the Honor 9's got it wrapped up already. Anyway, we're going to head to theverge.com finally, just to see. Once again, the Pixel. Oh, that's very tough. It looked like the Pixel was coming through quicker, but then possibly the last bit's loaded in faster on the Honor 9. I'm not sure. I think all in all, although it's very close, I would give that to the Honor 9. So I think the Honor 9 won 5-1 with a tie in there as well. Which is pretty impressive. Now, obviously, the Honor 9's a sort of 10 or 11 month newer device, so you give it that. But at the same time, I've bought this second hand for $290, something like that. Even brand new, they're only $370 or $380. Whereas the Pixel, the one on the left there, because it said the 128 gig version, was £820. So you could buy two of the Honors for the price. And I think with that in mind, it's a really impressive device. It really is. It's done fantastic in the tests. So I say that's the winner. Obviously, as I say, I'm just giving you the information. You do with that as you wish. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, though. For now, my name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.